Hello, what's up? What's up, Shashank?
Why did you change the intro?
What? Huh?
Why did you change the intro? This
What?
feels weird.
What is the intro?
You usually say, "What's up, Shashank? How are you?"
What's up, Shashank? How are you?
Uh, the more I
Yeah.
hear, miss it.
What's up, man?
Yeah,
What's up? What's going on?
I'm doing good.
What's going on? I asked you, saying I'm doing
What's
good.
going on?
Yeah, what are
Okay, I
you
think due
actually
to
doing?
some internet lag issues we are
Yeah.
facing, it is happening. Okay, so what's
Um,
going on is I'm just playing games.
why
That's all.
you? How all of a sudden, like, what are you playing games? Yeah.
I mean, I play games a lot. I mean,
Uh,
I play
mm,
NBA and FIFA and all these things. But
mm.
in recent times, I've seen that there's been a lot of rise in gaming influencers and everything. So yeah,
Oh, so you want to become a gaming influencer now? Nice.
definitely not.
So what's our topic?
And actually, we know the right
Yeah.
person if we want to become one. So
Yeah, we actually do. We can connect you.
yeah,
Like you can just watch the whole video. Maybe you'll find
uh,
the answer,
we'll
or
spill his
maybe you
name. Don't
won't.
worry. Yeah.
So anyhow, like,
Mm.
what's our topic for today?
So how are gaming influencers shaping the country or nation or however you want to call it?
Yeah. So I can tell you that, like, so my in my previous company, I was working in gaming and I was working with mobile gaming
Mm,
and I was
mm,
working with influencers there, and they have a ton of fan following and a ton of money. Like
mm,
it's insane how these guys are like
mm,
barely 18 to 20. These
mm,
kids are doing insane on YouTube, and just by reacting,
mm.
just by playing, and just by casting. I think we also had like this podcast where I spoke to one of the gaming people, and we were talking about like with this guy Abhishek Bisht, gaming
Abhishek,
aura,
yeah.
and we were talking
Mm,
about like how gaming industry is shaping in India, right? And we were talking about
mm,
influencer marketing and the potential that it has. It's
mm,
insane right now what people are doing. But what are
mm.
your thoughts? What have you seen? What have you gathered?
I mean, see, obviously, gaming influences in India have come up a lot.
Mhm.
See, one more thing, the reason why I see this is not an exactly scientific driven data, but I know this. I mean, I have a gut feeling that this is how it happens. See, in the past few years, every app you see, it's being
Mhm.
gamified. Even buying stocks, it's being gamified. Using time management system, it's being gamified. Your
Mhm.
reminders, general reminders are being gamified. So the gamification is coming everywhere. So the more the fact that people are relating, associating themselves to the games,
Mhm.
and alternatively, when this is happening, there are also rise in people who are also playing more games and streaming that on platforms. So I think it is a correlation. I don't think this is just a coincidence. I think
I
it's a
feel like
correlation.
it's the other way around too. Like the reason why
Ah,
I'm
yeah, obviously.
bringing gamification is because people enjoy, like when you have competition, when you have something
Mm,
like a challenge and things like that, then
yeah.
people are more inclined to like, okay,
Mm,
staying, okay, I need to track my process. You know, like how
mm,
Snapchat has snap streaks, and
yeah.
how
Mm,
like even Cult has their this thing leaderboard and everything.
yes.
So
Mm,
all of these games have all of these apps itself has these gamifications, and then
mm,
games in itself are crazy. Like from when we were kids, also playing normal games to now
mm,
playing mobile games. The reason why they're addictive and everything is because ease of access, easy to use, will
mm,
always be there, and you can instant gratification because of all
yes.
the points, all the small things that you can get, and then the
Mm,
challenges that you have to keep going and going. It gets harder for you to complete, and you need to accomplish, right? Yeah.
mm,
So that could be a reason why gaming has become very popular. But I'd like to understand from you, how is
mm.
marketing being shaped in India because of gaming influencers and gaming? Like, what do you think? What do you think is the potential that marketers have, and how are they also leveraging that you've seen till now?
Hmm. See, one thing that that gamers do is that the gamers have an advantage over the other people because they can stream videos for longer hours and yet retain their audience.
Mm-hmm.
Not every kind of content creator has that. Like, say for example, if you're playing FIFA and streaming that online, probably people are going to watch you for 1.5 hours, 2 hours if
Mm-hmm.
they're interested in you. And the fact that they add their own personality, the fact that they talk with that like a running commentary point of view for the already existing commentary, that adds a bigger advantage to them.
Mm-hmm.
So people like get to know the real person when it comes to gaming because they've been streaming for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And see, this happens with professional streamers also, but gaming, I feel like a lot of people relate to that games also.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a very huge advantage. And even in India right now, like 5 years back, like not just in India, the entire world, if you talk about gaming, it's about all these players who use computers or consoles and everything. Right now, mobile gaming is the forefront because
Mhm.
India is a mobile dominant country. So mobile gaming is the
Mhm.
forefront there. And as you worked in a company that specialized in mobile gaming,
Mhm.
we know that it's not just reserved for people in metro cities alone.
Yeah.
Kids in back
Tier
in
2, tier
slums also,
3.
tier 2,
Yeah.
3, tier 4 cities also,
Yeah.
people used to enjoy these games.
Yeah.
And that's the effect that these games have,
Mhm.
right?
And as you mentioned, like these audiences are engaged and they are
Mm,
retained. So then you know that if you tap into one influencer, proper influencer, if you see
mm,
the demographic, it'll be very targeted and
mm,
it will be like engaged and your message will drive. You'll get a bang for your
mm,
buck also easily. Like, and for example, as you mentioned, FIFA, right? If there's a
mm,
FIFA streamer out there, he's a big
mm,
influencer. You
mm,
know, like if you are an apparel sports athleisure company or whatever,
mm,
you can go for this person and you can find your target audience and you know they will watch it because they
mm.
have a loyal audience. They have like people who are
Yeah.
streaming and listening to them for hours long.
Ours, yeah.
You can sell your stuff also there. So
Mm,
that way it's very targeted, it is very proper, it's very engaged, and you can
mm,
get your ROI will be better than the normal ads.
mm. Just someone on YouTube saying that drink Coke every single day. There's a difference, obviously. Like for 2 hours, if that particular streamer is drinking Coke at a regular interval, that
Mhm.
obviously paints a better picture for the brand also. And one more thing that I want to add is, initially when gaming started, it was like an individual, like one person doing all this stuff, and right now it's become team games. There are championships that are being held. So I was surprised when this happened. Like Manchester United has an esports team that competes in a World FIFA and I mean World Pro Evolution Soccer
Yeah.
tournament, and
Mhm.
there are FIFA World tournaments that every football club right now has a tournament, and this is not just reserved for the
Mhm.
sports industry.
Mhm.
So probably CS:GO and all these games, they have
Everything. Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
everything
I
basically.
was working in the gaming industry, right? So I've seen
Mm,
like even Free Fire also had their own league. They had like
mm,
esports team from all these big esports. This thing was that
mm,
organizations. They
mm,
have their own teams for different games like
yeah.
CS and
Mm,
Dota and everything. They had
mm,
like for Free Fire as well. And
mm,
there also you could see that like I mean the sponsorships, the money that they can make.
mm,
There are two different things that you can do in gaming. One
mm,
is if you're a player, one is go be a this thing be a streamer, make content and
mm,
do that, or you can be a professional gamer wherein you
mm,
are going into esports and you can make good money there as well. It is
mm,
extremely hard, it's extremely challenging, just like a regular sport. There are people
mm.
who their fingers they have to like it gets like it goes
I
crazy
know. Yeah.
because of playing so much. It is
Mm,
extremely hard, but they are careers that you can build as well out of
mm,
gaming, right? And
mm,
how are they making careers out of gaming? Because of sponsorship, because of ads. And why is that happening? Because marketers and all
mm,
are seeing potential in this. Because
mm.
people would, you, dude, we are sitting and watching cricket for hours, like a test match and everything.
Yeah.
There are similar people who who would sit and watch these streams also, like for hours,
Even
watching
after all
cricket.
this, I watch FIFA tournaments. I watch FIFA
Yeah,
tournaments. Even though I don't
yeah,
play in them, I watch FIFA tournaments. It's very
exactly.
fun. It's very fun to watch.
Yeah, and when people are reacting, people are commenting, it's much more engaging,
It's
right?
much more engaging.
Yeah.
It has this more community kind of vibe where the sport feels more personal to you, more
Mhm.
personal towards you. And okay, so one more thing. Tell me one more thing. So it's been like 4 5 years since you've been away from the gaming industry, right?
One and a half years
Okay,
almost.
so all yeah, 1.5 years is a very huge time for the gaming industry. And how have you seen it changing? So
In
what changed?
India, especially like the two most popular games, BGMI, PUBG, or and
Mm,
this thing was that Free Fire were
mm.
have gone because of whatever
Yeah,
regulations, right? And now
whatever
they're coming
regulations.
back. Now they're
Mm,
coming back. Like BGMI is coming back by calling it BGMI India or things like that.
mm,
Something is happening, but
mm,
gaming, what I've seen is people are still very interested, but they are trying to find alternate games now. They're playing Minecraft, they're playing
mm,
and all these things, and people are getting more exposed. It's still very new. People are
mm,
used to phones because if you see the consumption in our country, people don't have
mm.
laptops.
Yeah.
You can't really reach the mass by playing like
Mm,
say Dota, FIFA, and everything. You can reach a lot
mm,
of people, but
mm,
if you're playing a mobile game, you have a considerably bigger audience. That's why Tanmay
mm,
Bhatt used to play PUBG, right?
mm.
He
Yeah.
could have easily streamed FIFA. He could have easily streamed anything else for the longest time. He
Yeah.
played PUBG because he can reach the granular audience. Everywhere there's Geo, everywhere there's a phone. People can play that. They can watch Tanmay play that. And Tanmay is funny too. That is how it went.
And one more thing, like speaking of the future of gaming, I won't be surprised if we can see soon enough KSI and Logan Paul wearing VR headsets and
Yeah.
fighting a match. That is gonna happen soon. We are gonna see boxing, sports, and everything that's
Bro,
gonna
that'll go
go
on
to
for
VR.
days because like you're not getting punched, you're not getting exhausted
Uh,
that way. So you're gonna
yeah.
just endurance and stamina and everything
Yeah.
will go on.
Hmm.
Fuck, man, that'll be
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
It's soon gonna be, we are gonna see Messi versus Ronaldo, who are 50 years old, playing in VR 1v1.
Yeah. That'll be
VR
fun.
AR.
That'll be something that I would
That
watch.
will be fun. Yeah, I would also, literally every single person in the world would watch.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and we see that like gaming industry is also shaping. Like, I mean, the events are also shaping gaming industry in India, right? Like, I mean, there's so many. Like, I was just reading, there's so many killer events that's happening that's pushing gaming industry in India, like Digital Gaming India Expo, India Gaming Show, etc., which is like making gaming more mainstream in the country. And I see that happening soon, and I see brands also hopping in. Like right now, it must be lesser, but in the future, I think like it has a lot of potential.
I mean, soon it will happen. Just like Red Bull sponsors Formula Racing, they have an esports team and they'll get huge into gaming. Once again, if Red Bull puts its money on some place, it's gonna blow up. We know that
For
for a
sure.
fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts is, see, gaming and
Play
gaming
games, be better.
influencers. No, the gaming and gaming influencers are a great medium for marketers to tap into and make money and like reach their target audience and like get a good ROI. So, and that is something that they should focus on. And that is something that's it's an untapped potential.
I
What's
mean, I
your
still
thoughts?
my thoughts is that I'm waiting for the future actually. This AR VR thing, I'm waiting for this future.
Uh-huh.
So that is my thing. I mean, on the current scenario, see certain brands are leveraging it, and there's gonna be a time when it's gonna become soon. So remember the Silicon Valley TV series when you speak about stuff, this world of some game, ads come in whenever you speak.
Yeah.
So that is a huge potential if that is something people are working on. So yeah, so gaming industry has a lot of potential for advertisements also. So I think that's it for now. I'll be surprised if Coca-Cola doesn't come up with a game where you'll be Santa and you'll be delivering Coke to people around the world. I think that's a
Maybe
real
they're working on it.
possibility.
Maybe they're
Maybe they're
working
working on it.
on
Or if you're not, I'm seriously looking forward to it.
it.
So
Perfect. Steal our
that's it for
idea.
now. That's
Steal
it
our
for
idea.
now. So this is Shashank and Rakshit from Brew Market Podcast. We are available at Brew Market on all socials, and I'm personally available at Shashank Yasan on LinkedIn and my website.com. And Rakshit is available at Rakshit Ravindranathan on LinkedIn. See you
See you
guys
on
next
the
week.
next podcast. Bye bye.